Hey there, it's Yahoo Chick. It's a new year. Um, we're off to a rocky road start. We had to change the date, so if you're watching this and you're normally watching it on live, we've moved it now to Thursday nights, 8 o'clock. So hopefully that'll still work. And we're going to bring JA to the stage.
Stay out of the forums.
That never gets old for me, you know that, eh?
I know. You're easily amused.
Yeah. I have been not busy.
That's a lie.
Yeah, so Monday nights. I couldn't remember what nights were we doing it. Oh my brain is absolute mush tonight.
Well, it's a new date, so of course it's going to confuse you a little bit.
Yeah, I have to do some editing. I forgot about the fireworks. I was like, well, it is a new year, so I got to get rid of the fireworks because
my dog was too far away to hear them this time.
Oh, that's good. Next time, hopefully I'll have that off. Yeah, because I forgot completely about that. I set it up to it's called an intro, so you can make it so anything you want can be the intro, and I'm like, oh, that'll be forever on there if I don't change it. So what's new in Torn with you? With you?
Jack Hat
Uh-oh.
put $1 bounties on me that says kicks dogs. That one really upsets me.
Oh goodness.
And then poor old Slight, he's getting broke because he can only do three $2 bounties on me. So
maybe he's got somebody
going
else.
broke.
Maybe he's got somebody else he wants to bounty now.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty fun to bounty. Not very many people take them. They just end up like running out of time.
I can't even remember what I wanted to talk about tonight. I was like, I read something in the newspaper.
Of course you did.
Uh-huh. Oh, the AI chatbots debut in Torn City. That's what it was.
Okay.
So what they're going to do is, and I wanted to try it out actually before we came on tonight, but like I said, my brain's been mush the last few days. I'm still waiting for a baby to show up.
No baby yet?
No baby yet. Anyways, soon. I'm like, don't call while I'm doing this.
Don't call while I'm doing my live. Yeah. Don't have your baby for the next 45 minutes.
That's right. I think she wanted it for New Year's, so I think if we're this far in, it's not too bad. I think I'm pretty safe for the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways.
Maybe.
So what these, okay, do you know what what do they call them? NPCs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you know what that is?
Non-player characters.
No, yeah, sorry, they call them GPTs. But yeah, so like Scrooge.
Dumb character players.
Duke. Oh my goodness, my brain really is mush. There's a girl, and then there's George
of the Jungle.
No mind. Singing.
Never mind.
And they're calling him Cyber George actually. So hold on a second here.
Now it's stuck in my head.
All right.
He was so hot in that.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
Not anymore.
How do I do this again? I got so much stuff in here I got to get rid of.
So much stuff that you
okay.
got to talk about.
I don't
So
think.
about the characters.
Oh, background, not background. I'm trying to add the picture in that they had in the newspaper, but I mean, people can go look at the newspaper, but I've got it. I got it. All right, there we go. Cyber George.
That's. I think they need to call Doctor Who in. That's a Cyberman.
Oh, he's got the little Borg thing on underneath on his cheek there, under his eye.
Yeah, like I said.
So
Showing my geek side.
I don't know. I just find sometimes when they do stuff, it's kind of funny. Like some
Yeah,
of the
who
things.
doesn't get it?
Anyways, okay, so so conversation skills, that's what it is. So they've given them the ability, you can message them, I guess. I haven't figured it. I read this whole thing and I wasn't sure exactly how that worked, but apparently they tried it out with Scrooge and let's see, text generated program that people have used for all, yeah, blah 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 blah. They're worried people are going to ask them for advice. I thought that was kind of funny.
I wouldn't be surprised. There are a lot of people out there that do. Like, there are people who live their life by AI chat.
Oh, I'm sure. So they want to have, like, you can ask them questions, say, like, how do I get my money from the bank? And it'll tell you, what it says. Yeah, it'll say what it says about the bank. Like, you have to, once you invest it, you can't get it out. You have to wait, and what you have to do. Once it's available, then you can click it. Blah blah blah. How to do it. So,
Dear Cyber George, how do I get people to stop putting stupid bounties on me? Because that's not bullying.
No, that's an anti-Torn question.
Yeah, really.
Let's see what else. I wanted to read what they said about Scrooge and his answers, but they make these news articles so freaking long.
You can't just scan it real quick.
Not that fast. Oh, he did Shakespearean.
Obviously, I'm the talent in the family.
Shakespearean insults to every communication.
Or at least in the chat.
I should get Brandon to do this when he comes on or whatever. Anyways, yeah, so they're worried about people asking. They're asking for help, that, they shouldn't really be giving advice. And then they're also worried about misinterpreted data or be trained on unverified sources, causing misinformation to spread. Possible to inadvertently hard code bias in. Oh yeah, so they're saying that it's possible to put bias into those models as well.
Yeah, and the problem with that is if they put somebody in there that's like an actual criminal type character, like that can be pretty sketchy.
Well, yeah,
especially if you have young players, and I'm sure a lot of players are very young.
Yeah, affecting the objectivity of the responses from these chat things. And they're also
they make it PG-13. All they'll be able to do is say hi.
They're also worried about the removal of human element, which is they got trained employees with Torn's community being one of the core features of the identity and success of Torn. So anyways, yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Trained staff members?
Yeah, basically, like, so they don't want to.
What they did? They took somebody off the chats who was actually made sense and was reasonable and made them a moderator, and that's their staff.
anyway, so like they're saying how chatbots are great for learning, spitballing ideas, or just having fun. And despite their knowledge
I'm
on,
gonna make him my boyfriend.
I like this. Despite their broad knowledge base, LLMs, chatbots, lack
Yeah.
depth on specific topics and are often prone to making shit up. Sorry to get technical. This is why I like reading the newspaper. It makes me laugh. I'm pretty sure staff makes shit up too.
I'm pretty sure it's written by Sugar Valves. Is it written
Anyways,
by Sugar Valves?
let me go down.
I bet you it is, and I bet you Sugar Valves just make stuff up to make you laugh.
Yeah, that's her whole purpose. No, it does it say at the top? Oh yeah, that's who did it.
You know who writes a majority of the newspaper?
Who?
Sugar Valves.
Okay. Oh, this was you actually can click on the person's name, Glasnost. So Glasnost is 10 years, 8 months, 17 days. Has a jobs in a faction. I don't know. I think staff is a certain color, though, are they not?
I have staff is a different color than people.
Like when
It's like
you
purple or blue or green or something like that. Red.
yeah, when you go on to like when you go on their profile.
I have no clue.
Oh, are you?
I only know what it looks like in the forums, which you tell me to stay out of.
You can go in there and look, just don't say
No,
it.
no. That's not how it works. I go in, I blow shit up.
Oh, they also had an article on how to restart, and this actually I recognized the name of this person who restarted because I recognized their what did they call it? Their restart name, not their old, like the name they had forever. So they restarted. Their name is Autistic Ferret, and I remember seeing stuff about our Autistic Ferret, and I was like, it was like a bunch of crap. So it was like, what the heck's going on there? Now I understand. It's like it was I think their staff, and they. So what happened? It explains you can have 2 accounts, but not at the same time. So in order to restart, say I want to close my account, and then and then you go you have to wait, I think they said 11 days, and after that you can start a new account, and at any time in a certain time period, I think it's 90 days, you can say, no, I changed my mind. But you can't be on both accounts at the same time.
That
And
makes sense.
yeah, so then you can say, okay, I'm going to abandon this account and go back to my other original account because I was a dumbass trying to restart.
Right.
So I thought that was a kind of an interesting, lengthy article again.
Yeah.
But they, so a lot of people think that you can't do it, but you can. So anyways, they they have myths and misconceptions about restarting. So
Right.
so that was number 1 on the list, that you can never go back to your first account. So that's not true. You can. So if you use the same 14-day process to delete your restart account, using the account recovery feature, you can go back to your first account. Number 2 was, to restart, you have to have staff fed your original account. That's not true either. So when your account's deleted, it's not fetted. It's just a fed sentence would set you back 74 days. So then you wouldn't be able to get that account back. But you
Right.
could, but after 74 days, it takes longer. But you
Right.
you have to say, okay, no, I don't want this one that I restarted on. You don't have to tell staff. That's another myth. People think they have to tell the staff. If you get feted, you can't make another account. That is also wrong. If you're feted, you have to wait 90 days before you can make a new account. The only time you are prohibited from making a new account is if you're permanently feted for serious crimes.
Right.
It's impossible to tell if someone is a restart, and that also they say is not true because you can kind of tell because
you can tell by the way they write things. You can
Yeah.
tell by the IP if you are the owner of the website. There's plenty of ways.
No, like you and I, like how we wouldn't be able to tell. And I would be able to tell like certain things because this girl originally, that when I first joined Torn, I got set up. Dodonic set me up to be a leader in a faction. I didn't know shit. I didn't have a clue what I was doing.
Right.
And this girl
still don't.
I'm always learning.
I know, right?
But this girl, she asked to join my faction, and she wanted a sign-on bonus, and I'm like, who the hell knows about a sign-on bonus unless this is a multi-account? So that's where her and I started right off the bat. Like, I wasn't even, it might have been 2 weeks old. I can't remember. It was like,
who asked for a sign-on bonus to begin with?
Yeah. So anyways, I'm like, whatever. So I just
I would give you a sign-on bonus. It's right between my index finger and my ring finger.
Well, sort of, except for the whole fist went in her face because that's what I did. I beat her up. I'm like, forget, and I mugged her because and Dodonic just laughed at me. He's like, oh my goodness.
Well,
and then the war was on between the two of us for probably about 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, nobody likes an alt.
Right. And then she said, she started putting bounties on me because she couldn't beat me. And she said, by orders of the queen. And then I thought, okay, well, Monarch's the leader of this leaderboard stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, it has to do with Monarch. So then I said to Dodonix, she's a spy from them. And he's just kind of laughed at me. And I didn't think he believed me, but we talked after, quite a while after. And he's like, yeah, she probably was trying to get into your faction. So anyways, and because they were actually sending spies into Medieval when that all
but why?
Because they wanted to know what we're doing, and they obviously wanted to.
Yeah, but why?
They wanted.
Why do they care?
Because it's a game. It's like, if you're up there, you're a leader faction, and you're trying to take over all of Torn, and you see these.
You can do that?
Well, yeah, that's what the territory maps are about.
Okay.
So, but we haven't gotten into that because
we're all new.
Yeah, I've been reading up on it though. So that's what I did last week.
Well, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, because as you learn, the rest of us learn.
That's true. So, and I share the information too.
Yeah, well, it's like that wall thing. I mean, I still don't get it. I just know don't click join. There you go. You win.
Yeah, so that's what got me actually looking into territories again, because I kind of was starting to probably about 6 months ago, I was like, I'm gonna look at territories and see what the heck is this territory stuff. Like, can our faction actually get a territory? And I saw some available, but I was really nervous to try and take one because obviously we're not that strong as a faction. And then I didn't want somebody jumping on there and like
Making fun of us.
well, no, I
Being
didn't care about
meanies?
that.
I know. I was just kidding.
I was worried about our faction being destroyed, and I didn't know if that could happen if you get on a territory and then somebody says, "Oh, they're on that territory and I want it," and they attack us.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, then, do we just get kicked off the territory? Do we lose respect? And I'm still trying to look into all of that.
I think we do lose respect if we lose a territory. Because when
Yeah.
you gain a territory, you gain respect.
Well, that's the thing I don't know. So each territory offers perks, and in those perks is respect. And I don't think it's like when we go to war and even if we lose, we earn respect, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we actually lose respect from our faction when you go to war.
I don't think you do.
So you lose the war, you don't lose respect.
I do see like minus whatever beside the thing in brackets. But I don't know what that is. Like when you do a fight and you attack somebody and they give you a negative whatever if you lose.
Right. So that I wish Dodonix was on to be able to answer that, but if you win a fight, so yeah, now you got me stumped.
Yeah, see, I ask good questions.
I do. So if you win, you get respect because you know how your bar goes up from when you start the war. Everybody's got 0, and the bar is going up.
Yeah.
Well, that bar is based on those attacks. So if you go and attack somebody and you get 3 respect, then that bar is going to go up 3. Right? The question I don't know is if you attack and lose, do you -1? Does that -1 go on to the other team? That's
their respect, right?
Yeah, so I think
get respect for us losing.
Right. So and that's what I think. I think they get that respect, but we don't actually lose respect. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's a war and it's only in our faction. So the more we war, and even when we lose, we still get respect.
Right. Because
they can't take it away.
Right. It's like getting a cash at the end of the war. It's part of the bonus for warring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I have lots of questions about territories, and maybe someday I will have those answers myself. But I don't know. I think sometimes I think, oh, I need to be like in a bigger faction to learn these things, but then
if you were in a bigger faction, then it would be just like, okay, so from what I understand, watching the people on this game is basically fall in or you're an enemy. So if you're not doing what they want you to do, they're going to attack you like no tomorrow.
Yeah, because they're very
but you know me, I don't fall into any cliques.
Yeah, they're very much like an army. You have your leader, your commanders, and you listen, and if you don't, you're going to get the shit beat out of you.
Yeah, well, I mean, typical society thoughts anyways. That's a lot of sheeple thought.
Anyways,
I mean, look at what happened when I went on the forums.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A lot of sheeple in there trying to prove me wrong, only to find out, hey, she's right all along.
Yeah.
And still beat me up for it.
Hey, I'm still getting beat up for helping Dodonix out last year.
Yeah.
Every Halloween,
I mean,
apparently.
that's different though. Like I went in and I specifically started something because I knew what was going on and I knew they'd find out they were wrong. It's just like, I don't know. I just don't like people. I like dogs.
I like dogs.
That's right.
I don't have dogs because if I can't look at a cute little dog, I want to take it home then.
Yeah, a friend of mine, their dog just had puppies.
Yeah, I
And
don't want
it's insane because they're purebreds. And he was like, he's one of my closest friends. And he's like, you can't have one without paying for it. Like $500.
I think that's it for the newspaper. We'll throw that newspaper away for another
Yeah.
week.
You need a sound of the paper hitting the trash can.
Oh, I've got to do something. So you're telling me I got to edit that one a little bit more.
Yeah.
What else
I
has
think
been
you have
going on?
fun editing. I think that's your, like,
Oh, I
I'm
do.
bored. I think I'll do this.
Well, so yeah, I'm currently off work right now. I'm like I'm waiting for my daughter-in-law to have a baby, and
Yep.
so I'm just kind of like I knew it would be in January, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna.
Okay, so seeing as you're home, how
Mhm.
much of that time do you actually spend on Torn?
A lot.
Like during the day? Okay, so what do you do when you're on Torn? What do you do the most?
Okay, gym.
Yeah.
That is my one top priority. I
Yeah.
do my crimes.
Yeah, I do that too.
Then
Currently working on pickpocketing.
oh yeah, me too. I'm up to hold on, let me check. Oh, I'm traveling. I can't see. Anyways, 90.
I'm at 45 on pickpocketing.
Yeah. 90. Oh, now I got the hiccups. 97 point something. Or 98, somewhere in around there. So I'm almost done that one. But I've got cracking done, so.
I haven't done that one yet. That one annoys me.
I forgot.
That's like, you always played Mastermind, or you remember that game?
Yeah.
I hated it. I hated it just like I hated Perfection.
Oh man, I used to love those games.
Yeah, those ones, like, I don't like scary things, and those, like, were the same. Like, Mastermind was, like, so annoying because it was like you'd have the color, but you wouldn't have it in the right spot. And I'm like, how does that make sense? You can tell me what color it is, but it's not in the right spot.
That's in Christmas Town, the combination locks on the chests was like that. You'd have 3 numbers.
Yeah.
And you have to did you even see any of those?
Probably, but didn't even know what they were.
So
I just walked around. I did find one chest.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
You have to have silver and bronze and gold keys for them, which I did find some this Christmas, which I was pretty excited
I don't know.
about.
I had one that I could open. I just walked up to it and it opened.
Oh, you must have found a key somewhere then.
Probably.
It's probably bronze.
I don't know.
So anyways, these combination chests is very similar to what we're talking about. So what
Mastermind, yeah.
Yeah, so what happens was you have to put in 3 numbers. So 1 to 9. How do you know what 3 numbers? So you put 1, 2, 3 on it. And if it lights up green, it's in the right it's the right number and it's in the right spot.
Yeah.
If it lights up yellow, it's the right number but it's in the wrong spot. So let's just say I have it in the middle. I just move it over to the left or the right, but usually I move it left.
Yeah.
And then I try, so 1, 2, 3, and let's just say it's 3.
Right.
Then I go, so I move that 3 over to the left and I go 4, 5. So then if that 3 is in the right spot, great. 4, 5, maybe one of those ones lights up, and then I'm left with one more. So
Right.
it's just I think I had 3 combination chests this time, or 4, and I think I opened 2 or 3 of them, and one I got the combination wrong. I didn't have enough time to turns to get it right, because
Yeah.
I'm so that was the thing. Okay, so if I moved it to the left and it needed to go to the right, and then I did my next one. Well, on the 3rd try, I have to have the right numbers in the right spot. So, so if I went 4, 5, 6, well, hopefully the next number is 7, like 7, 8, 9. It's one of those 3, and you have to pick one, right?
Yeah.
So on the 3rd try, but if you get one number right on your first try, you're laughing.
Yeah, see, I don't like games like that because my logic doesn't make sense.
Anyway, yeah, I like that stuff.
I know. I think it's funny that like you're so good at them too. Like you always, like, anytime we play games like that together, it was like you always knew how to get those way before I did. And I'm like, how the hell?
Well, I loved puzzles as a kid, so.
Well,
Yeah,
I like puzzles too, just not those kind.
No, like mind puzzles, like
Yeah,
solving
mine
things.
is math.
Yeah, like I don't know. I had this little the numbers go 1 to 9, and there was a space, and you slide them around, and they're all out of order, and you just slide them around to get them in the right places. I
Oh
used to
yeah,
love that.
yeah. I kind of like a slider puzzle.
Yeah, I used to love that. So that's what I did with my oldest son. He loved that stuff, and
I know, he's a friggin' whiz on Rubik's Cube.
I think all of them are extremely smart because I think
Because they have smart mothers.
Anyways, so back to what we were talking about. I have I forgot on the torn PDA, it does come up down at the bottom. I just don't look there very often. So I have 98.38 on that pickpocketing. So yeah, I mean, I've done search for cash, bootlegging, graffiti, and shoplifting. Have you done all those?
I'm in the hospital at the moment, so if I click the wrong thing, I have search for cash, bootlegging, graffiti, shoplifting, all at 100.
Right. Okay.
Still.
So, see, for a long time, I didn't do the crimes because, well,
that's all I do.
Yeah, but it just it's
like that's all my energy goes to. That's all my nerve goes to. Like, what else do you use nerve for?
I just didn't do them. I'm like, I'm not doing crimes. I'm a good girl. I don't mug
Oh
people.
yeah. Forgot about that Catholic upbringing.
So, anyways, and then finally,
all the boys are picturing you in a Catholic uniform now. How cute is Mom?
Anyway, so then I
here's a note. Side note: she's really hot.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shoot.
Just ask the boys she works with.
Oh, Dodonix is here. He's probably going, these two are nuts.
Yeah, you already knew that though.
Welcome, Dodonix.
Welcome, Dodonix. It's a string thing.
Wait, he's gone.
It's a string thing.
I don't know why I can't hear you guys.
Okay, we got to talk about territories.
No, we had questions about war.
I already answered it.
Oh,
he's eating my dinner.
But the question was, so when we go to war, do you lose respect at all if you lose
a fight?
No, hold on. When you lose the war first.
No.
No, okay. So when you're at war and you pick somebody on the other team to hit and you lose that fight and it gives you a, say, a -2. What happens to that -2? Does that just go to their score? I can't hear you. Did you
Mike's
mute?
off.
No. His mic's on.
Now it is.
Was
Oh,
she was right? I didn't see that either. It comes off of your faction.
it does come off the faction.
So we do lose respect when we lose a fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I did not know that. So if I went to Sector 7 and put my faction on an empty territory and somebody came and attacked
There aren't
me.
any empty territories.
Actually, one day I
it's
did find
a
some.
theory. Let her go through her theory first.
Not just a theory. I did find
Okay.
some one day and I was like, should I try and take that or not? I was
Why didn't you
scared.
message me?
Well, because I figured if I took it, somebody else would attack me and then
They would definitely raid you.
yeah, exactly. Is that what happens? Because then I was like, I didn't want to destroy my faction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
that's why I
exactly
didn't
what
do it. We got to get stronger. Okay, so that's what I thought.
So when we lost that war thing or the wall thing,
That's
did
different.
we lose respect there?
No.
Okay.
That's different.
Okay.
They weren't
Yeah.
attacking us.
That's right.
All right.
Unless we
And neither were
accidentally
you
got on the
attacking
wall.
them. You were attacking a territory tile. Now, if you would have been on the wall and somebody attacked you and kicked you off the wall, yeah, you'll lose that amount of respect.
Right, and I think I accidentally got on the wall because I never saw that before, and I was like, okay, there was empty spots, so I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, but once you get on the wall, you can't get off of it until somebody kicks you off.
Right, but
And that's why she said not to join him.
Right, and that's how you lose respect, right? Getting kicked off the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they have to attack you to kick you off.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
and we definitely need to be way stronger. With our newbies, there's no chance.
But we were paid to do a fake wall, so
yeah,
we were
that's
not
different.
supposed to.
That's different because we were told what to expect.
Right. So
it says this: when a faction hits a member of another faction, the faction will lose 25% of the respect that the attacking player gained.
Okay,
want to read that again for her?
Yeah.
It says, when a member of a faction is attacked, the faction will lose 25% of the respect that the attacking player gained.
So if somebody hits you and you lose, say it's 100 points, you would lose 25 points for the faction.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not 1 for 1. That's good.
Yeah. So somebody hits you with 100 point chain, you would lose 25 points from your faction.
Yeah.
And they would gain 100 points or whatever. What is it? 40 for 100. They would gain that in the war.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Well, it doesn't have to be in a war, is what I'm explaining.
Yeah, that's true.
Just anybody that hits you.
Yeah. And they don't even have to be in a faction.
Okay. True. All right, that answers those questions, AJ.
Yeah, everybody better stop hitting me because I'm going to start hitting back.
I'm going to start hitting back.
Or getting my big friends to do it for me.
Because if we're losing
I'm starting
respect,
to get big myself.
You're starting to what?
Right. You've
Trying
been
to
there
get
a
big
while.
too.
though.
I finally hit 1 billion stats.
Nice.
Nice. Congratulations.
Woo! I would say, where's the
It took
fireworks?
forever.
I know. I was like,
Far
I'll
enough
do the
away.
fireworks, but yeah.
She's far enough away.
It honestly
She didn't
took
hear it
forever.
last time.
I know. What, a year?
Pretty
I've
much
been
like 8
playing
months.
almost a year. There's no way in heck he's been playing a year. He's way longer than that.
Okay, I'll do 3 seconds of fireworks.
Well, she's the year that I've been training my solo stat,
Yeah.
but it hasn't been the year that I was training. It was probably 8 months or so.
Yeah, I was looking at somebody posted like in Reddit, I think, 1 year of dedicated torn, and I was like, holy crap, their stats on everything was just insane. But
What were their stats?
I don't remember. I was looking at it a couple days ago, and I was like, the fact that I don't remember, but I was like 250 million in one stat and 1 million in another stat. I don't know. It was just like I can't remember. It was I just thought it was insane. So I had since you have your laptop open, can you go to the NPC Scrooge and message Scrooge and say, "What's up, dude?"
Who are you talking to?
You. What? Oh,
You want me to go
We
to
want to
the
see what happens.
Scrooge?
She wants to see
Yeah.
what happens.
Oh, I want to see what happens.
Scrooge McDuck. What's it like? What's the ID?
Just the NPC Scrooge. You know how you
Yeah, you're
can
saying it like I know who that is.
you know how you do the NPC attacks?
So go to the
Okay.
Scrooge profile, user profile, right?
Yeah.
And send him a message.
Okay.
Because that's
I
the
did.
chat. That's the NPC, right?
Sure. Yeah. So I messaged him. What's the point?
Did he message you back?
No.
Because he found the wrong
He's an
one.
NPC. You fucking weirdos.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
No. Okay. So in the news, they said that they were gonna do, and they had tried it out already. They got Cyber George. They got Scrooge. They said they've already tried it out with Scrooge, where you could message them and they'll message you back.
Huh. That means that they're
So-
planning on adding NPC players, I bet, in order to spike the population, and then they're gonna sell the site off after it has a bunch of members, like Twitch, like Twitter did.
It is Chat GP AI.
Yeah, I figured that out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you meant
Well,
real
like I
people
figured
when
it
you
wasn't
said
a
that.
real person.
Yeah. Just like Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Right?
Pretty much.
Because that's what's going on in Call of Duty right now. They have AI playing, and you don't really know which ones are and aren't. So, anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of tell
This fucking
sometimes.
game, man. This wheel of awesome is really just a wheel of shit.
I know, right? I hate it. Like,
I've been
do you
hitting
know how
that fucking
close
wheel
I've
for almost
gotten?
a year and I haven't got anything good.
I've gotten like one off of a PI every single time I friggin' spin, so I quit spinning.
Yep.
I've never spun
Like,
it.
screw you.
It's honestly garbage. Like, so, like, you get 5 points for $1 million. That's not awesome. That's fucking shit.
I know,
And-
right? I can buy my own
You
points.
spin it for $1
thanks.
million, you get fucking $250,000. Fuck right off.
I've never spun it. Although I'm trying to get my merit for roulette, so I'm going and I'm losing money at roulette.
You get a merit if you get
Uh-huh.
if you win a certificate of awesome. So there's a reason for you to spin.
Yeah, well, that's $1 million. I don't know.
No, you have to spin it to get
I-
the certificate, though. You can't just buy it.
I know, but I'm just saying it's $1 million every time you spin.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Pretty
you
expensive.
got
merit.
it. You're rich.
More-
Go try to Superior Shot that you don't have enough money.
I had somebody message me today. Can I borrow 25 million? I'm like, tell me why I should borrow or loan you 25 million. Why don't you go borrow it from Duke?
They want to know if you're dumb enough to give it to them.
I think
I had
so.
somebody begging me for $1. I'm like, go suck a
$1?
big toe.
I give people $10,000 sometimes. I'll be like, here's 10,000 or no, 1,000. I'll say, here's 1,000. Go buy some sheep for me and I'll buy them from you for 10,000. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, just go do it. And then they do it. And then I'll be like, do it again now. Do it again tomorrow. I'll give you more money.
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly, for a long time, that's how I made my money.
I know.
Now I'm just, I don't care anymore when it comes to the money. Like, I'm not,
Well,
I don't
that's
need
a,
it. What do
no,
I do
well-
with it? I throw it in the bank.
that's a cheap grind. Like for somebody that's been playing a while, it's not really
Yeah.
worth your time. I mean, I still
Well, it
would do
is. It was for me for a while. But
No, but now
it's
you
like,
can
meh.
fly. I mean, I still go and buy sheep and stuff, and actually, I buy beer.
admit I could probably do a lot more flying than I do, but a lot of the reason why I don't is because we got a lot of newbies who hide their cash in the vault and they need their money right away.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't mind sitting around and waiting for them to, hey, I need money. 5 minutes, they've got it. You know?
Yeah. So, do we have any other questions for Dodonics?
Well, that's a good question.
Do
No.
we?
No, I don't think so.
Have we? Are we? What are you doing?
Stay out of the forums, Jay.
I'm
Playing Pokemon Go instead. My nickname is
Weak.
Brindle Dog Mom. Suck it.
All right. Well, I think it's on the hour, and I think Call of Duty is calling.
It is calling. I'm gonna get a call soon though.
Okie doke.
Have
Thanks
a
for
good
being
night,
on.
everyone. I like dogs.
Let's go,
Woof.
motherfuckers.
FYA, all day.